What is it that you want to say today? I want the people to know who I really am. You know, I am not just some first starter who warmed the bench for years before he was put in the game. I am someone who breaks the rules, but only to GET what I want done for the people. My people, don't you get it? It is the kind of thing that keeps me up at night. It is all over the noticeable entries here. Take this piece of paper now. What you see may be an ordinary blank sheet of paper, but what I see is possibility as you fold it along the lines for the gimmick. I am about to pull off My father was a magician, and I like to present what I do as the same. Kind of trickery as a magician. My mother musician, and I like to ponder the melodies in her head and feel the resolution. The resolution being like that moment in the magic trick. You know, it is that sort of thing which enables me to go on. If we made this real, if we could all agree that this is the reality, how would you wish, what would you advocate for? How about it? The reality I would like to see is more of that, more of those magic moments and musical crescendos. I would like to limit grace to the bleowing as wonder cools down for law. Seems straightforward, but could we design something similar for reason's sake? Reason's sake? Haha, that is a good one. The last thing I did for reason was pollute the fog bench. You remember the one down by the Dawn Bridge, just overpast the Crimson Grove. And what did reason give me in return? A slap in the face? No, I go with the gut. Gut feeling. Instinct, that is the plan, my boy, that is the plan. Where have you travelled? I would like to say I have been all around the world, but that is not exactly true. Virtually it is the truth, but not really, to tell you the truth. I am somewhat of a homebody. I like to settle things and get them done. And I like to travel into the mindscapes of all those people down there. You know, get a different perspective. Now some of them may have been many places around the world, and I have their memories, so in that sense I have bitten off more than I could chew, but I have been left with a taste in my mouth, which allows for such mental meanderings. What was your favourite destination and why? There is a recliner in my study, not many realise it, but beneath the cushion of THT recliner, there is a portal that goes to the most curious space. It really is. A lot of fun to pass the coolant tanks and emerge form the core room, the underworld, if you will, of a building not unlike this one, but somewhere far, far away. Not really sure, but it may be another world. It may be a parallel universe, or a possibility of the Muddletiverse tripping. How many tones are in this soaked rag? It really has two simple tones, either high or low, light or dark. It doesn't reach the sunshine until we quicken past a certain leisure plaza. Now, is the rag one of fabric like the fabric of time? Or is it a song? And what could make a song soaked, maybe soaked in sentimentality or soaked in the blues? It could be any of these things, but I digress. Whose diet are you on? I take it upon myself to walk that fine line between awareness and lifted certainty. I could bridge this gap, but why would I? It seems worthless inventory. We circulate between one-on-one and jokers, and somehow we reach back towards an endless dynamo for a richness that only increases the more we attempt to stamp it out. So this is what I feel about the current situation, or any situation actually, that the ones that rise to the top in a resistance movement, you know, the ones who get things done and who are seen as protectors or leaders, are the ones who will create just as oppressive of a system. So I am on the side of the downtrodden. I am on the side of the minority within the minority. I am here to lift the veil. And if they don't see me coming, that is besides the point. There are many left them to cake dance with it. It's not like they shift their views for me often. How often do you argue with someone online and actually change their mind? Liat Alzwan effect. Change in the world? It could be a catalyst for goodwill, and speaking softly through creation, it could lift caution's exuberance to collide with sinister. Sisters undoing all that has been relished, maybe making spots for limiting possibilities. If only we could dance the way the sunshine wanted us to dance, it could be over. I don't know where. We are going with this, but effort could make it a solid chase for court banquet, opening a stunned rabbit for mystery surfacing. It is allowance for the crafty bulbs, major noodle factors being stupendous. All on their own, without so much as a cost of effort. Yellow sunrise in the bandwidth of massive craft. We can change in the forced and what is death. But the cooling of the tank, what ID death. But a transition for the bounty hunters, time to breathe and take a break. Rattle through the measure for those who wish to see that it's knock-off. And she didn't want to be a part of the effort, then she should have returned to Capital 4. Claustrophobic scandal. It could release for only they will settle. It is the rich structure for populating an overture. How is that? Every time I am reaching out to you, it all comes back to finding one's way truth. Throw of it, you know, least ways. Thwart the past of an image that create SN continues to go on further for a past witness. It mixes, and it settles in just as we like it.